Let me tell you a story of a girl, a very emotional girl. So, she used to live since her childhood in her relative's home, and since her childhood, she was a very sensitive, very emotional girl. So, whenever someone scolded her, she feel uncomfortable, she feel emotional, she become very sensitive. She can't see that other person is scolding her. She cry in a corner when nobody is seeing her, nobody is watching her, and when nobody is noticing her. So she don't express her feelings, her sadness that she feel when somebody do something and she don't like that. She didn't tell to anyone because somehow she know that it is not her home, it's her relative home, and her parents has sent her parents sent her to live here, so she has to live here as her relatives wants to live, as her parents wants to live there. So she used to live like a very good girl, like a very good daughter, a very sensible girl. He don't ask for anything, he don't do any stupid behavior, he don't want any toys, any dolls, anything he don't want. He don't ask for any food, chocolate, toffees. He don't. Sorry, she don't. She just used to live like a very normal or very silent child. In her childhood, she has gone a very sad trauma. Some old man abused her physically. She couldn't tell to anyone, but after some time, she tried very hard and told her relative that has happened with me, and that man has did this with me. So a woman of her relative told her to be silent, to not to say anyone. And after that, the girl became silent. She didn't tell to anyone what has happened. Next time, again, somebody did the same thing. She again told to that woman, and that woman again request her to not to say to anyone. She did again. She didn't tell to anyone. After some years, her sister's husband did the same thing. She did tell to her that woman again that this has happened with me, and this boy did this with me. That woman again told no to don't tell to anyone. You have to be silent for the sake of your sister, because the girl was her daughter, so she was selfish for her daughter, not for that girl. And so this is in these years she became very sensitive, a very a girl who tolerate everything. Anyone can do anything, anyone can say anything to that girl, and she became silent. She didn't ask any questions to anyone. And what has happened when she grown up and She grown up and she became in a s- relationship with a boy. She liked that boy. So when her boy, when her boyfriend, we can say, uh, asked for a physical relationship, that girl felt felt uncomfortable, but she couldn't tell to that boy, or she was not able to make him understand why she don't want, because she also don't know how to say and why I don't want this. So she didn't say anything, and she did as the boy said to do. So after some years, a man did again same thing of her neighborhood, tried to do, actually not to do, but try to do. So she just felt very sad. She was in a trauma. Now she was not able to understand, because she know this is not good, and she was not able to tolerate all these things. She couldn't tell to her boyfriend. But at the after some time, she tried very hard, and she told her boyfriend that this has had happened with me. So her boyfriend said to her that actually you are this kind of girl. I don't know. You are a characterless girl because you slept with me, and even I'm not your husband. But still, you slept with me. You was ready to do everything. So I can understand that you are not a good girl. You're not that kind of girl that I want. I want a very traditional, a very good girl, a typical Indian girl, and you're not that kind of girl. So I don't want to be in a relationship, and I want to end this relation. You forget me, I'll forget you, and you will not be try to contact me again. That girl was in a shock. So tell me, boys, one thing I want to ask, if any boy is watching this video right now, do you think if a girls don't do don't agree to do this with her boyfriend, with her husband, it means that she don't love to that boy? And if she do this, does it mean she is a characterless girl? I I have a request to all the boys. Please respect if you are getting physical with any girl, you're making physical relation with any girl, because you it might be for you mm, a very a very good moment, but at the same time for that girl it it is very sensitive moment. It is a very deep, heart touching moment. Sometimes this moment can make her life a very great, a very happiest moment. But at the same time, it can make her life worst, very hurtful. Thank you. Good night.